Hello, this is JilliBling. I have a project using some new product. So how is that for a fall card? Apples, a little bit feeling summery still, but apples. So this is what we'll make today. It uses a new set called Warms My Heart. And it's really cute. I love the pumpkins on here. Hey, pumpkin! And today is about the apples. I would pick you over and over again. Deck the halls with wreaths of holly for her carrying the wreath. And this one, she's carrying a snow globe. Memories of You Warm My Heart. It's an adorable set. And country flowers, just because on this, I would pick you over and over again. I'm referring to like a friend. And so I think these are perfect words. Best friend ever. So this set just for the words. Or I was thinking even just if you stamp the word friend on the inside, that would be nice. More Than Autumn, which is another new set, and it has dies to go with everything. This is, I can't wait to work with this. But there is a perfect little apple, which is what I'll put on the inside, right here at the bottom, and color them in. You know, inside art. We all have to do inside art. And the die, oh, this die is kind of fun. It is Christmas labels, and you can see how new it is. I haven't taken these off. But see how this one is kind of slanted? In the mini catalog, and if you're a customer of mine, or if you've ordered within the last 3 months, you have a catalog coming to you. And if you're a local customer, I will give you yours next time I see you. But see how this is kind of at an angle? There's words in the mini catalog that are also at an angle, which is fun. And these dies are Wildflower Designs, and that is for this multi-level frame. Oh, and these little gems, did you notice the little gems? They're kind of matte. Those are faux glass dots. And this is a new product in the holiday catalog. And those look like fall if ever I've seen. So we'll use the green ones. Okay, so let's get started. I have a little bit done in advance. Keep this here. Okay, so look at this die. Let me get something dark behind it. But I was thinking if you had this on dimensionals, these pieces kind of drop back a little bit. And I tried putting like a ribbon through here. I've got it right here. Because I was thinking, well, this is perfect, and I don't use vanilla that often. And this is gingham black and white with vanilla. I thought, well, that's perfect to kind of weave through here. But because I have plaid on the background in green, it's too much plaid. But it's a cute idea. Oh, there's that vanilla too. This, I don't think I'm going to change how I did things. I'm just wondering when it comes to making cards this fall and holiday season, you could use this die. And I'm wondering how this would fit through there. They probably planned it just like that. Now I need a little pin. Okay, let's see how this fits. They planned that. Look how perfectly that fits. Oh, and it's so pretty together. Oh. Can you see how nicely that fits through there? If you want to. It's pretty without it. Probably do it to the top and the bottom too. But I'm sure people are going to come up with perfect, cute things with, I'm thinking like a bouquet. Like if you had a bunch of lavender and you're holding the bunch of lavender, you could tuck it in there. Okay. Lots of ideas. Okay, back on task. So let's stamp, and I'll put all the paper cut sizes in the description of the video, but it's pretty standard, just a standard card, standard 1/4 inch layers. Good. And I'm gonna cut her out here in just a minute. Let her dry just a little bit. So, Mossy Meadow cardstock. And the designer paper is from the Golden Greenery. It's this right here. But look how pretty that is with all the gold foiling on it. But looking at that paper, I'm thinking, okay, definitely Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, and then I wanted to toss in this for kind of the apple autumn feel. I didn't want to put any red in there because that would look really Christmassy, and then it would take away from the pop of the apples. So that's where the colors came from. Okay, let's do this. And it was so hard to cut up this, turn it over and put glue on it, because that is so pretty. And this paper and the Golden Greenery bundle is an online exclusive. And it's beautiful. And if you're anyone local and you're wanting Golden Greenery, guess who bought double? I have it right here. So let me know. Why do I do that? I hear I'm not the only one who does that. I certainly don't like it. I have like 3 things that I bought double. Okay, so this die, these dies are kind of fun. So they are right here. Oh, and this is new. We're gonna use this for the little bow on the apple basket. You're like, that's linen thread. Yes. Natural tone linen thread. And I like linen thread because it's so thin. They've had the in color jute, which I used over and over, but it's a little bit thicker. But look how nice these are. So I'm pretty sure this is Garden Green, Knighted Navy, and either Pecan Pie or Copper Clay. But it's lovely. I think I'm going to be ordering lots of this. So these dies are part of Wildly Flowering Dies. We already talked about the word label. It's nice how it comes just in one piece. Well, I guess it does cut out one piece, but you could do a lot with it. But not only can you do just one thing, you could do multiple things with one die. This one, you cut it out, the vanilla, you get one piece. This one I cut out with the Old Olive. And look at this. 2 pieces. And this can perfectly fit in there, so it looks like one piece. Or you could put it on dimensional so you can see the color underneath it. But that's fun. This one does the same thing. So when I hold this up, you could see, I guess it's stitching on this frame. But it also, ooh, I should have checked this. Okay, I'm going to take my snips because I want a good clean cut. But see how it cuts it into 2 pieces? That could be really beneficial. So why did this happen? I should have checked this. If ever that happens, it doesn't take much with your snips. Okay, it's happy now. Perfect. Okay, so 2 pieces. So I'm going to attach the pecan pie piece with liquid glue. And then I'm going to do just two sides at this time. And that's because if I did all of them at once, that'd be convenient. But see how easy it is? See how easy it is to hold on to? Because the glue is right there. Then I can line this up. I'm looking at side, side, top, bottom. They're equal. But now because this is plaid paper, I'm making sure that this pecan pie frame is in line with the designer paper. Makes it a little bit easier for lining up. Okay, I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll pick it up and I'll put glue under the rest of it. This I'll put on with dimensionals. And just so you have a plan, you know what's going on here. This middle piece of the pecan pie is going on with dimensionals. See how you kind of like from the sides, from right here where I'm looking, I could see the plaid designer paper underneath there, which is kind of cool. Then when it comes to the olive, I'm going to put this scalloped edge frame up on dimensionals and the old olive piece with glue right underneath there. Very vanilla with glue, and then the girl has dimensionals on her. And then I'll put the words on. So that's the plan. So this one is on with dimensionals. And you could do any combo, anything you like. It's just fun playing with all the different combinations. I was about to put dimensionals on everything, the way that I do. And it's like, that's gonna be a tower. Okay, so this is gonna set right into this little cutout. Okay, I think that the glue is dried enough on this frame. So I'm gonna pick it up and glue the rest of it. That's mostly glued, not all the way glued, but I really don't think it'll be coming up. Okay, put that into place. Okay, looking good. Make sure it's all the way down. Okay, so now next is the scalloped olive frame. And I'm going to use full dimensionals on the top and bottom and half dimensionals on the side. Mini. And if you could get half dimensionals or full mini dimensionals to fit on your sides, well, I guess I could try again. Let me try again. But it's, oh, I think it's gonna work. Well, that's better than cutting them in half. I'm getting the flat side to the flat side of the frame. See, this one is going to be better than the other one because it's more secure. Okay, so this will go right on here. So last week was class week, and class week is always fun, but then I'm not here in my room stamping because I'm out all week. So certainly is nice to be back, and I got all that new product. Did you watch the unboxing video? I would love to know in comments, what's your favorite, or favorite one or two, stamp set or suite? I did it by suite. So as I was flipping through the catalog, oh, the new catalog, I think a stamper laid it out, but it's really nice. The new catalog, you flip it open, product suite, you see pictures, then over here you see the stamp set and dies, a few accessories, designer paper, description. I mean, every page, the rhythm is there, and I do like numbers, I do like rhythm, but I'm very, very happy with that. So, from the unboxing video, or do you have any favorites, or anything you've seen online that's like, where did that come from? But there's so much stuff. I have so much stuff. Ooh, I turned around and Tony's climbing up on the water feature in the back. Oh, he got this spray sealer to cover the rock, because I guess the water keeps escaping. He runs it, and it's like, why do I have less water? It's escaping through the rock. Okay, so now it's time to color her. So coloring her, I knew I wanted the apples red, and they're colored Poppy Parade. Red is nice, it's a little bit deeper color. This is real red. Oh no, that's Poppy. That's Poppy Parade too. But I wanted them bright. And then with all these other colors that are going on, my color wheel told me to go with blues. And I think that's a nice combo. It stands out. It still looks fresh. It still looks kind of summery. So let's do that again. So start with the apples. Apples are good. Do you like apples? Tony started a, he calls it the orchard. It is, it has fruit trees out there. And my favorite is Fuji apple, and that was one of the first ones he got. I love a Fuji apple. Then recently he got Honeycrisp. Haven't tried any of those. But the plums were first to produce and produce well, which is exactly what they did. I should take pictures of that. I don't have any pumpkins, but it's kind of fun. The pears are really pretty. You know, there's a stamp set in the catalog under the watercoloring section, and it has the pear in it, and it shows you all different ways to color. I should do that here sometime. Okay, so there's little leaves on here. So I have to not color them Poppy Parade. So I just colored around where I think the shadows would be on the apples, and the rest of the apple is filled in with Poppy Parade light. Okay, that's done. Let's see what other colors. Oh, for her skin I did Ivory and SU 700. So the SU 700 is going to be Skin Shadows. Under her chin, under the brim of her hat. See, she's a good girl. She's wearing a wide brimmed hat. Maybe a little bit armpit shadow. Okay. Then Ivory. So I'll hold her up here in just a minute. So looking at her face, it's like, is that a smile? Is that supposed to be like white teeth? Or is that lips? So I didn't know if I should leave it white or if I should give her lipstick. Maybe this one I'll try leaving white. The other one I did lipstick. I waited, so okay, so here's a tip. So if you're gonna do any little area, like doing her lips right now, because the skin tone colors are still probably wet, just let it completely dry. Because if I were to try to put red hint on there right now, it would bleed out and you would have a smeary mess. Okay, so her hat and her dress is going to be boho dark, leaving room for boho light, and her dress can be boho too. Guess from here it's all covered by the word label. Cute little summer dress. So Tony went back to work on Monday. Working like 5 hours a day until school starts. So it seemed like he was looking forward to it, but today he came back and he started talking about all the things, he goes, when it rains, it pours. All the different things that happen, you know, in a work environment. This person went, this person wants to apply, and they don't want to do bus driving, and it's like, oh. Of course, that's the scaled down version. Okay, smoky slate light, just in areas that her hat might have shadows. Probably has more shadows than that, but just a few areas. And then I'll use the color lifter to soften up my little shadows. And I'll use a smoky slate light on the apples, on the inside of the card. Just kind of soften it up. So this weekend we have a baby shower. Little one, Michaela's due at the end of October 26th. I'm looking for hair colors. Here we go. SU400, SU500. And SU400, SU500. 500 is lighter. So this weekend is going to be fun. And she's showing not just, oh yeah, a little bump. Is it really there? No, it's, yeah, you got a baby going on there. And I'm sure every day that we see her, it's going to be more and more. And little one is moving all about. It's very exciting. It's much easier being grandma status rather than mom. But I didn't do very good being pregnant. I was kind of really sick. Okay, so now looking at her face, is that, should it be lipstick or is that teeth? Oh, and another thing is, see on the one I haven't colored, her mouth, it's like, did it stamp over there? It kind of looks like she has a grin, or still a grin or something. So I took a marker, which I think I'm going to do again, and color it in. Because see how it's, the stamp set is like that too. I don't know. Do you guys think it's okay, or should I color it in? So on the one I did with the lipstick, I colored it in. I think I'm going to do it. But I'm going to leave her teeth, it's going to be her teeth smiling, not lips. So on here, I'm just going to kind of connect the mouth and make it going up just a little bit. Okay, I'll show you. It's like, should I have done that? Also, any areas, like right here, it's not quite dark enough. On her hat, there's speckles of vanilla in there. Can't have that. Okay, so I'll do the leaves and then the basket. And the basket I did with crumb cake and pecan pie. Because if you do it all in one color, it just kind of looks like a blob of a basket. So pecan pie is going to be these bands in the top. Pecan pie, dark. Maybe the other end. This girl looks a little more natural with her, rather than lipstick on. So I'll hold this up here in just a minute. Well, I did around her hand. I did that all pecan pie dark, kind of like it's in the shadows. Because if you have a hole that you have your hand in, that's dark in there. There's no sunlight getting in. So that's Pecan Pie Dark. Pecan Pie Light will just fill in the rest of the bands. So if you have a new marker, it's really easy to color these tiny little pieces. And I'm not taking time to blend. Maybe just a little bit, but not like on her dress or on the apples. Okay. Now, crumb cake. And I'll put pictures on my blog. And my blog is JilliBling.com. Ooh, this is a new marker. This is Crumb Cake Dark. Do it upside down because I have more to hold on to. See, now the stamped image, the basket isn't over there. I might take my pen and color that in. Maybe. Crumb Cake Dark. And Crumb Cake Light. Looking at the top of her hand, it looks like maybe I smudged the stamp. Okay, this is Crumb Cake Light. Is that light? That's dark. Wonder if I did the Crumb Cake Dark right. Oh yeah, that's a different color. A little bit of blending, just because it's a larger area. Okay. Her thumb. Maybe I'll color in her thumb a little bit more. Okay. There's no dies for this. So, at the bottom, which will most likely be covered by your words, so when I attach her to the card front, I'll put glue where the basket and where her dress end, and then under her hat and her dress I'll put a dimensional. Then next is on to the inside, and it's just stamping that one greeting, best friend ever, and then the apples. And the apples I'm going to mask them. Dimensional, dimensional. This will go right here. Maybe I'll put this one up a little bit higher, just because I like the detail of the die, and the word label kind of covered that up. Oh, I was supposed to put glue down here. Glue. Okay, so just one dimensional right here on the vanilla, and then glue here, here, for the word label. Okay, that looks good. Oh, and a little bow in that cute thread. tiny little bow. Nothing fancy, just tiny. A little bit of glue to hold it in place. I'll let that get tacky, then I'll set it in place. And then a few embellishments. So I'll do one small, a medium, or a medium large, whatever size that is. Then another small. That in place. Okay, that can dry. So for the inside, I'll do those words, best friend ever in memento, and then the apples in memento. We're going to keep this as with the little dots. Best friend ever. Okay, apples. So we're just going to have them scattered at the bottom. Where's that little mask? So the mask, I just used some Post-it that I had. Just because when I pull it up now, it makes it look like this apple is in front. And I like using a Post-it just because the paper is thin. If I used cardstock, it's a little bit thicker. And you just have to account for the thickness of the paper. Otherwise, you'll get a white gap. Your apple line art image won't be all lined up. Okay. So none of these are touching the edge, so I can attach it. Now, coloring the apples should be pretty easy. So again, I'll start with Poppy Dark. And just like the bottom part of the apples, thinking that's where the shadows are. So I colored out of the line. And then next I'll do Poppy Light and do maybe just a little bit of blending. And then Old Olive Dark for the leaves. Then I'll do just a little bit of Smoky Slate for shadows. And you're looking at this one, you're like, oh, there are shadows on there. And I didn't take the time to blend them out with the color lifter. I just let them be smoky slate all on their own. Because the card base is mossy, I wanted to use the other coordinating color, which is olive. Get a little brighter. Okay. Dark old olive. It just takes a touch. See, one spot of apple I missed. I'll have to get that. Right here at the end. Okay, and now for the shadows, this is the gold. Here we go. Just a little shadow. Because I went out of the line there, I'm going to purposely hit that a few times to make it look like a shadow. I'll come back and I'll hit that again. Right here. Okay, it's gone. Don't you just love the blends? Okay, so I think that's it for this card. Pretty much the same. Oh, lipstick or no lipstick? Do you like it with lipstick or with her teeth showing? Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. I hope you have a great day. Thanks.